My name is God's Gift, God's Messenger. You watching Christ Side Magazine, and I've been exposing Illuminati signs and symbols, preferably hand signs from Illuminati. These hand signs that's from Illuminati, that's exposing their secrets. Now, I've just recently come into a new body of knowledge that I want to explain to you. We have to understand that Satan is a lie and the father thereof. He's the father of all lies, and the Bible says the truth isn't found in him. There is no truth in him. So for members that are part of the cult, that are part of Satanist groups, that are part of the Illuminati, that are part of the Masons, that are part of even the Mafia, higher level, middle level, lower level, I don't care what level you're working on, you're being lied to. Now listen, you might be working on a level to where the Illuminati has told you that these signs represent sex, you know, like this represents oral sex, like this represents, you know, group sex, or it represents that you want to have sex with 5 people, or it represents that you want to it's 5 options in sex, like, you know, giving head, getting fingered, sexual intercourse, anal sex, you know what I mean? It can represent this. The 5 can so these symbols, you know, this right here a little bit is saying, you know, let me hit it from the back, let me just get a little bit. You know, these signs, I don't care if you're working on a little level where these signs mean sex to you. I don't care if you're working on if you're working in the Masonic department, or you're working as a mafia member, to where these signs are to create fright. They're used to establish physical harm. An example, the number 3 represents the pitchfork that they used to sacrifice Christians to false gods and false goddesses, and also to provoke fear. So the 3, whenever the cult movement uses the number 3, is usually a sign to provoke fear in the Christian. Listen, these signs are not for sex. These signs are not for physical harm. Now, you might be working at a different level of the pyramid, where to you these signs might represent, you know, getting financial gain, taking money. You know, you might be using it for UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code, to take money out of the account of different people's strawmans. You know what I mean? The 5 now means $50,000 that you're taking out of this person's straw man. You know, where if you was working for the mafia, or a certain sector in the cult movement, the 5 might mean it might mean, you know, to create sickness. Or if you was working as a spy or an infiltrator, the 5 might be a sign for sex. You know what I mean? Listen, the 5 is not for sex. These symbols, I don't care basically what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't care what level you're working on. Whether you're working on, if you're using these signs to for sexual gain, if you're using these signs to create fright in Christians, or to establish physical harm to the human race, if you're using these signs for financial gains, with UCC intentions to take money out of people's strawmans, I don't care what you believe that these signs are being used for, you're being lied to. These signs, and this is the honest to God truth, these signs is metaphysically creating a genetic gene that is consistent with the gene of Satan, which is the gene that will be inserted in the Antichrist, giving the wounded beast an insurmountable, incredible, unimaginable power for a limited time to create unthinkable evils and kill billions of human beings. Listen, you need to wake up and really understand that it's not a game. I don't care if you're a lower level Mason. I don't care if you're a lower level occult member. I don't care if you're a lower level mafia member. I don't care if you're a lower level Illuminati member. The party has to be over. The new world order must not take place. Billions of people's lives are at stake here. This is not a game. You need to stop dealing with these signs and these symbols. You need to start talking about these things. Listen, don't let the Illuminati, the Masons, the occult, the mafia pump fear in you. Stop operating in fear and start operating in courage, because listen, if you allow these secrets to continue to survive, if you continue to support this curse, then billions of lives are at stake. Billions of lives might be potentially taken from them, and just as the higher ups are gonna kill these people, this blood is on your hands as well, because you're protecting these lies. You're defending this curse. And I want you to understand how serious this is. Snap out of it. People are going to die if you continue to mess around with what's going on. You do not know what you're getting yourself into. You do not know what direction the devil is leading you down. You need to wake up. When is the party going to be over? You need to start talking about what's going on. You need to start exposing the truths that you know and educating people on what's going on. Stop operating in fear and start operating in courage, because billions of people's lives are in jeopardy because you want to walk around doing this, 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 and not knowing what you're doing. These signs are not signs for sex. These signs are not signs to create fright or to establish physical harm. These signs are not signs to take money out of people's strawman's accounts. These signs are metaphysically creating a genetic gene that is consistent with the gene of Satan, which is the gene that will be inserted into the Antichrist, given the wounded beast found in Revelations 11, insurmountable, unimaginable powers for a limited time to create so much unspeakable pain that has never been seen to man. And if you allow yourself to continue to throw these signs up, listen, I want you to really hear me out. These signs are genetic code signs. They're metaphysical signs to create a gene. The more you throw these signs up, the stronger the satanic gene becomes. It's chemics. It's chemical. Don't let the devil lie to you and have you thinking that, oh, these signs are for sex, and if you do them, we'll give you sexual powers. Those signs aren't for sex. Please wake up. These signs are not to create physical harm or to establish fright in Christians. These signs aren't even to take money out of people's strawmans. These signs are creating a genetic gene that they're going to use to insert in the wounded beast. Please wake up. Please. Because people are dying. Again, stop operating in the spirit of fear and start operating in the spirit of courage, because billions of lives are at stake here. You're watching God's Messenger, and this is Christ Hype Magazine. Get the truth out there. God bless you.